Alright, I'm just gonna go over like all the ratty stuff I know with Cypher. With this one way being the first one. I think it's already on the Valo, so but I just want to show you the difference between two different one ways in the same choke. So that's that first one way. They can reverse it technically. They usually don't, especially if you like wait to pop it. But this is another one way you can throw. They can see around it, but it just is harder for them to reverse it. But it's also easier for them to get out of your sight because they can just tuck back into main. This is another good one way for when you plant for heaven. Just pop the cage up on that sign, and if you're playing for main, diffuser won't be able to see you. Super OP in like a 1v1 situation. And if you're also playing backside, you know, say most of your team's still alive and you're just having to be backside, you can actually use it to hold them from pushing you, which is pretty useful. Sometimes. Very niche. Another niche one is the one that goes in these signs right here. You can throw it from the default plant spot, but I kind of fuck it up a lot, as you can see. These are just go right up to it. These are useful because, I mean, two reasons. You can hold like the CT push right here if someone's holding your heaven or we have it smoked off or something, or it's another like really good 1v1 plant spot because they don't know if you push through CT, whatever. Like say you have full sight control and you want to go for an OP like 1v1 post plant, you can play from CT and catch them off guard, or just you could be anywhere. It's pretty OP for those 1v1s. Super niche though. This is something right here that's not as niche. You might already know this, but just looking at this trip, this is like the trip that most people throw when they're going through B main and they want to watch their back. But if they want to hold the B main push, a lot of times they'll throw this trip, which isn't really useful because you can actually just silent jump up over, which is pretty good to take note of. If you don't already know that, you probably do, but you know, something to think about. So this trip's a lot better if you're trying to hold the B main push than if you're playing mid, which I think Cypher probably ends up playing mid a lot. I'm not sure. This is a really good like thing you can do every now and then, probably just once, but it's a cage peek off the frog statue. You could probably get a kill off that. Might be a little risky, but this is a nice way to scale up. You can do a nice cage peek here into heaven, or you can use the cage to just cross and take the 5 vents. That's another thing you can do. They don't expect you to usually peek from that side. And then on defense, a really nice cage to throw from vents. If you're ever there, you crouch, aim at the curve of the wing right here, lands on the lamp, and it's really good for the heaven player to play off of. Super strong, especially if you combo it with this trip right here. That trip in that cage combo is usually pretty solid mid control. But since you have to throw it from vents, you're usually throwing it for somebody else. That's the thing. So, and just to give you an idea of what it looks like from their perspective, it's pretty hard for them to see what's going on. And then I don't have too much on AA. I don't even know if this is in the Valo plants. Probably the cameras are. Those are the strongest cameras right there. And then I have this one way over here. That's pretty useful if you find yourself backside. They can't see you at all, which is pretty strong. So normally like the thing I used to do in ranked and that got me free low, just set up like a trip, actually not there, you set up like a diagonal trip right here at like head height. So it avoids like fade dog, sky dog or whatever, boom bots. And then play a cage here, just tuck in here. You usually have one of the cameras that are above you so you can see around you. And then just play around this cage in the trip, throw a better cage than that one. And then just play around those. And then back up here and go for another kill off the one way. Cool, sick. Are they scaling up heaven? Maybe you gotta watch heaven now, or you can relocate to this off angle. That's a pretty strong A anchoring play, but that's it.